Hey everybody, my name is Logan Alec. I own Choice Tax Relief. We help individuals and businesses who owe the IRS or their state at least $10,000 in back taxes. Today we have a question from Chad. Chad says he's been dealing with some tax debt that was assessed in 2014. He says it's been 10 years since then. So he's thinking that this debt is running up against the IRS's 10-year collection statute, after which the IRS can no longer collect that debt. And in fact, any payments that you make against that debt after that date, the IRS says must be refunded to you or applied to other tax debt you have that's still active. Chad is wondering how he can stop paying the IRS for this debt. Well, Chad, I would say it's very simple. You just don't pay them. If you have a DDIA set up, that means a direct debit installment agreement that you submitted the form to the IRS, and the 433D, basically giving the IRS permission to take your monthly payment out of your bank account every month. Then you can tell your bank to stop payment on that, and that's basically it. Then they won't pay it. You'll default your installment agreement, which may very well be okay if that collection statute is running up. Now, Chad, you probably know this, so I'm probably preaching to the choir because you've watched all my videos on this. But that 10-year collection statute, it can be extended for certain things, right? So let's say your tax debt was originally assessed in 2014. Well, if you had a long drawn-out negotiation with the IRS for your installment agreement, that would extend the IRS's 10-year clock. Okay, that 10-year statute, that 10-year time limit the IRS has, is in fact extended during the pendency, i.e., when the IRS is considering your installment agreement. If you ever filed bankruptcy, if you ever went for an offer in compromise, there's various things that can extend that 10-year time limit. I've covered them in my video about this. Link to that video is at the top of the screen. So Chad, what I would do if I were you, I would call the IRS, okay? I would ask them, what is my collection statute expiration date for 2014? Or not 2014, whatever year you're talking about right here. I assume it might be 2013, it might be an earlier year if you filed that late, in 2014. I would just get on the phone and ask them straight up, what's my CSED? What's my collection statute expiration date for this tax year? And, if they say, oh, well, it's such and such date, it's March 6th, 2025 or something like that. Well, then, hey, you can pretty much just stop paying, right? And they're not going to have really any time to levy you. That tax debt is just going to drop off. But if your tax debt has been extended, that 10-year time limit has been extended, meaning the IRS has a couple more years or something to collect from you, they can take action in those couple years, right? So let's say you do what I said earlier, you stop payment on your DDIA, you're going to get a CP 523 notice from the IRS. That is the intent to terminate your installment agreement and put you back in collection status, right? Because if you stop paying your installment agreement to the IRS, they'll kick you back to collections, right? Making you leviable, and all that, nasty stuff that can go after your bank account, that can go after your wages, et cetera, et cetera. And you don't want to be there, right? So if the IRS does have time to take collection action against you, I would say keep paying that installment agreement. Sounds like you were in a PPIA anyway, right? If you're still paying this tax debt after 10 years, it sounds like you were in a PPIA anyway, probably a pretty sweet deal you got with the IRS when you set up that IA. I wouldn't jeopardize it, right? Just to save a few bucks. I would make sure that you know what you're doing here before you do anything rash. If you want a professional to take a look at your situation, maybe even call the IRS with you, we can do that here at Choice Tax Relief. If you just want to pay us to kind of figure out your CSED date, we can do that without picking up the phone with the IRS. We have expensive software that can pull that for us. If you'd like us to help you with any of that, or even if you're not Chad out there watching this video, and you have IRS tax problems, you have state tax problems, you have unfiled tax returns, whatever tax problems you have, give us a call here at Choice Tax Relief, 866-8000-TAX. That's 866-8000-829. Or you can go to our website, choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form, and we will reach out to you. Thank you so much, Chad, for your question. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I have some other videos on the side of the screen here that you can watch for your education and enjoyment about tax relief and getting back on your feet after back tax debt. Thanks so much, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.